This pocket light is definitely going to be a game changer for someone who's starting into content creation and also who's starting freshly into YouTube. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Vic. In this channel, I make videos on photography, videography, reviews, camera related stuff, editing, and all the fun stuff. If this is something of interest to you, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And if you enjoy this video towards the end, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. That helps me a lot with the algorithm. And with that being said, let's jump right into today's video. What I have today is a product from a company called Sutefoto. It is the T12 RGB video pocket light. I've also been sent out the bicolor pocket light. I've been sent out two, the RGB version and the bicolor version. So I'm going to go more into the RGB version, which I can actually cover the bicolor version while I'm talking about this product itself. But however, let's unbox it and see what's inside. The packaging is a cardboard packaging, but when I actually opened it, it came all tightly wrapped. Inside the packaging, you get a stamp like a label from the company Sutefoto. I'll keep this box aside, and it comes up with one of the best casings I've ever seen for a pocket light. I'm so impressed with this company Sutefoto. Not only what I see inside is a great pocket light, but also a fantastic protective casing. It's got that nice, rough, smooth texture. It's got the right size. Let's open and see what's inside. We have the USB Type-C to USB-A, and we also have a Type-C to Type-C cable. Then we have the instruction manual. This instruction manual is amazing. A lot of instruction manual comes, it's just one of the small booklets and it's so hard to read. This is not one of those booklets. It looks like a flyer or a pamphlet, but with a lot of good information. But I'll come back into this a little bit later. We got that, we got the cable, then we got the cold shoe mount. And where is the pocket light? I don't see a pocket light here. Let me see what's going on inside here. I don't see the pocket light. Did it come with the pocket light or not? I'm just joking, because what you've been looking so far from the very second I started this video is a setting which is completely lit by the Sutefoto T12 RGB and the T12 bicolor version. So the whole entire video from the start was actually lit by these two lights alone. I didn't use any other. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't notice that too. This is what I actually want to prove to you guys watching this video is you can make a professional scene background like this just by using these pocket lights. You don't need to have these fancy lights like what I have here. But I never used any of these. Just these two lights, and the whole video till now is completely lit by these. So guys, who is watching this video, you guys can do exactly what I did. You don't need those fancy stuff. This is my first point. Any beginner YouTubers or any beginner content creators who are just getting into the platform or getting into social media, and they're looking at getting some budget lights but can give some real value. This is a live value what you've seen so far in this video until now. So I'm going to go now, switch back to my setting, and let's talk about this light even more further. Let's quickly run through the specs of the little bad boy. Starting off with the construction and the casing. It has got that nice premium feel. It just feels amazing. It's got that nice finish to it and it feels premium in hand. It's aided by an OLED display, which is clear, very clear to read. And I've seen quite a few pocket lights in the past, but I've never seen any of these pocket lights coming with the OLED display. So that's something stand out in this pocket light. And then coming to the physical buttons of this pocket light is we have 4 buttons down here, starting off with the top button, which is the power/mode. Then the second button beneath that is actually a set button. And then the other two is the plus button and the minus button. So to power this little boy, you click on the power button, and to set any values, you click on the set button, and to play with different values when it comes to RGB or your Kelvin temperature or your brightness, you just click on plus or minus, and these are the 4 buttons will help you run through the actual pocket light. Then coming on to the top, this is actually powered by a Type-C with 10 wattage. It's got a 1/4 inch mount on the top, and it's also got a 1/4 inch mount at the bottom. So that's pretty much the actual light in relation to construction and the buttons and all the ports. Also a power bank, because it's got an internal 4000 mAh battery which can actually work as a power bank. That's where this cable comes into play. So why two cables? The one is a Type-C to a USB-A, and one is a Type-C to a USB extension port here. So when you actually combine the Type-A to the extension, this turns out to be a Type-C to a Type-C. So you can put one of the Type-C on the Type-C port here. And if you have a phone, you're running out of charge, or anything like a battery case or a headphone which is powered by Type-C, you got it here. Any run and gun situation and you don't have anything to charge while on the run, you can just charge using this. And this one, 0 to 100%, roughly takes around 1.5 hours to charge it fully. And also this has got a CRI rating of 95%, a TLCL rating of over 97%. And this bad boy has over 10 million colors in RGB. And it's got one of those RGB values where you can individually combine those colors and get different color values. And that's where this beautiful flyer, which I told you in the beginning, come into play. So when you look at this instruction manual here, it talks about all your LED spectrogram. It talks about your HSI and all the different tables of common RGB colors you can combine with. This is a really good tool. When you get this pocket light, I would strongly recommend you to quickly run through this for a few minutes so you understand how the dynamics of this work. Now let's turn on this little beast and let's have a look how the function works and what are the different scene modes inside and how the whole RGB spectrum works. So looking at the 4 buttons I spoke before, we click on the first one on the top, which is the power button, which turns on the light, and automatically it takes me to the Kelvin temperature setting. So currently it's sitting at 8500 Kelvin at around 60%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the plus or minus button. So I want to go down all the way down to 2500. So I click on the minus button, and that slowly changes to down to 2500. So this is tungsten at 2500. Let me increase the value again, 2800, 32, 5, 4000, 5000, 8500. And then when I click on the next button from the top, the set, that changes the arrow from the Kelvin value to the brightness value. Then again, if I click on the plus or minus, it is going to decrease the brightness and it's going to increase the brightness. So this is at 100%. And then we go back and click on the top button again, which is the power button, which changes to the HSI value. So as seen on the instructions in the manual, I'll quickly bring that up for you. You can go play around with all the HSI values to get different color modes and everything. Then you click on the power button again on the top, which changes to the RGB values. So it currently sitting at R at 69% and B at 9%. So let's get the blues back to 0. And let's go to set and change the arrow to red and make that 0 as well. So we don't have any light source coming out because the RGB is all 0, 0, 0. So let's start off with the R. So I'm going to increase the R to 77%. And then I click on the set button again and go down to blue, and let's increase that and see what color combination we get. So I automatically start getting a nice beautiful pinkish purple. So this is at 8% blue and 77 of R. So these are the values which gives you the combination of the red and the blue to give you this nice beautiful purple. Now let's go add some green. So I go on the green and I start adding value. See, that slowly turns into different color, a combination of red, green and blue. So let me go back and turn the mode. Now we get different scene modes. This pocket light Sutefoto T12 has 10 scene modes, starting off with the police. Then we click on the set to change it. It goes to ambulance. And then we have the fire truck, fast RGB, slow RGB. We have the SOS, candlelight, one of my personal favorites. Then we have the lightning mode 1. Then we have the lightning mode 2. Then we have the cinema. And we back to the police. So we're looking at 10 modes here. Let me turn this off And that's pretty much how the whole pocket light works. And overall, it's a winning pocket light. For the price what you pay, this one will set you back around $80 to $90 AUD, which is in Australia, and around $60 for the bicolor one. I'll leave the links in the description below. You can go check them out. You can read about them, and you can, if you're interested, you can buy them. That's pretty much all about the light and all the features and how the actual light works. The good things about the light first, and let me go to what are the things which can be improved in the future version. The good thing about the light is actually the price point. For $60 for a bicolor and $80 to $90 for a RGB version, this is a steal. You get so much of features, so much of value, portability. You also get this beautiful casing, everything included as a package for that price. At any day, any time, I'll close my eyes and I'll go buy myself one. Number two is this has got a nice construction, a well-built body. It is always something which you can take around with you for your professional shoots. And this is no short of value and no short of professional output. Number three is the capacity to use this as a power bank. So I don't really have to spend money to buy myself a power bank, where I can actually use this as a two-in-one product. I can use this as a light. I can also use this as a power bank. Number four is the RGB value, and probably the most important for the entire features of it is the RGB. The RGB spectrum and the RGB histogram, everything is just so fantastic. The colors which is coming out of this pocket light is just crisp and it's just beautiful. And overall, these two are just the best for any new content creator or any new person who's starting off YouTube. As I've shown earlier, just by the T12 RGB, that's pretty much will cover everything for you. Mount it onto your camera, you got a light, or you've mounted onto anything you want to, if you want to get it as the key light, and that's pretty much it. So coming to the things I think this one should improve on is most of the pocket lights these days have a magnetic back case. Number two is I would prefer to have a cold shoe mount on the actual pocket light, so it's more portable to go into any camera or any cage or casing. Number three, I would love to see something like a diffusion, like a rubber softens the light as well as it gives a directional light source. I would love to see that in the future version of this pocket light. That being said, before I end this video, this is truly, honestly, a pocket light which I really love testing it out, and I really feel this is a great product for someone who's starting off in the industry as a creator or as an influencer or as a YouTuber doing these talking head videos. You've seen some great ideas which are used on this pocket light. This little one can be an overall contender and can do anything and everything for you. So if you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, and guys, go check out the links in the description below. Go check out Sutefoto.com, their website. They got some amazing other products in the pipeline too, which can be of interest to you. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.